talk about a little couple different things other than the NFL today, though. It's We're gonna start off with biggest news in sports just in general today, which is the Damian Lillard trade to
Wait, you're not talking
Milwaukee.
about Taylor Swift and no,
Oh no, no one cares about that. Uh, yeah, Damian Lillard to the Bucks. Like, I didn't see this one
blockbuster.
coming. I didn't see this one coming. I thought for sure he's gonna go to the Heat. Usually, whenever a guy requests to go to one team, he usually gets his way. But I'm happy at least he didn't go to the Heat. I'm a little. I'm not gonna say a little. I'm very sickened what the Bucks had to
Yes,
give up to get
sir.
him.
Fear
I
the
feel like
deer.
the Celtics easily could have beat that in my opinion. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, you got the full trade details. I mean, what's the
Yeah.
trade looking like,
So Damian Lillard is headed to Milwaukee. It was a three team trade. The Bucks are getting Dame, obviously. They traded with the Trailblazers and Suns, and the Trailblazers are getting Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, Tumani Kamara. I don't know how to say that name. A 2020 unprotected first round pick from Milwaukee, and unprotected Milwaukee swap rights in 2028 and 2030. And then the Suns receive Jusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasser Little, and Keon Johnson. So I feel like the Suns kind of got like nothing, bro. Honestly, I think it was a good trade for the Bucks and Trailblazers. Though, like, I don't know if Drew's gonna be on the team. I'm hearing they might buy him out or trade him for. I think they're gonna trade him for picks actually.
man? They're gonna trade him. Yeah,
Yeah, and then I mean Milwaukee really didn't give up. I mean losing Drew sucks, but when you get a scorer like Dame, like that's big time, dude.
huge upgrade. Huge upgrade for Milwaukee. To me, this is them being afraid they're gonna lose Giannis. There's been a lot
Yeah,
of smoke about potentially
I don't
Giannis
even think
being
it's smoke, bro. Like he's straight up been like, if they're not competing, like
yeah,
I don't have to be here. So like, I,
true.
I I
Giannis has been
respect I respect the Bucks though. Like they went out there and they're not, they listen to their star and they're not trying to lose them. This is how the like small market teams need to operate. Like if you want to compete with like the LAs and you know the Miamis and all and the like the big market, the New Yorks big market teams, then you need to like make moves to make your starters happy.
yeah, yeah, like you said, Giannis has been pretty open about how he feels about the team moving forward, and based off the way the year finished, it kind of seemed like they had no way to move up,
Yeah,
right? Like their roster was just getting older and all that, right? But you make a move like this, this puts you right back on top. I think they're probably the favorites in the East
yeah,
coming into
for
next
sure.
season. You know what I mean? Like if you have two guaranteed top 10 players in the league now. You have maybe the most clutch player in the league in Damian Lillard,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what the Bucks have been missing is that like elite level shot creator, and now they
Yeah,
have it.
because they had Middleton, but like he's like a B tier star. Like when it
Yeah,
like don't get me wrong, in their finals run, like he was big time and he was
he was
clutch. But
huge.
if you got to rely on Middleton, like to make big shots, it's like it's not ideal.
Yeah, as well as Middleton coming off the injury that he was last
Yeah,
year, he didn't look the same. We don't know if that's just okay. 1 year after the injury,
yeah, for
he's
sure.
struggling. Like for all we know, he can get back to that same guy.
Yeah,
But there was always still that chance that maybe he wouldn't. So this kind of gives them some protection in that aspect. But yeah, man, it's a tough day for tough day for Celtics fans out there like myself.
this
But
is a great day
but
for a diehard Bucks fan like myself, man.
oh god, you're sickening me. But yeah, good trade for the Bucks. Like I totally get it. Like especially basically not having to give up anything, in my opinion. This is a
Yeah,
good
you
win.
basically swapped Drew for Dame, and Drew is a good defender, but he's not a consistent like offensive player like
Oh
Dame
yeah,
is.
especially in the playoffs, Drew's offense has been really bad.
Yeah.
So, they are gonna lose out on defense. Like I really don't know who they're gonna guard this year. Like they really don't have defenders on this
I
team
mean,
outside of
yeah,
Giannis.
it's just the paint like that they have like with Brook and Giannis, but the perimeter is not gonna be great.
Yeah, but their offense is gonna be elite.
Yeah,
So,
because you got two
yeah,
30-point scorers with Dame
exactly.
and Giannis.
But yeah, I'll just look at this from a Suns perspective as well. Um, the Suns. there's been some like reports recently, and I've just laughed at every single one of them, right? Where it's like they've been interested in Nurkic for like I want to say the last couple of weeks, like that smoke's kind of been out there,
uh,
and like one of the reports I saw, it's like, oh, the Suns see Yusuf Nurkic as the defensive anchor that this team needs. I'm just like, when is Yusuf Nurkic ever defended? Like, did I miss that? Did I like
yeah,
skip through his entire career? Because this man's one of the worst defensive bigs in the league. He's slow footed. Like, he's still a good player. I'm not gonna act like he sucks. Like, he's a good offensive player.
uh,
Defensively, he's not good. I think the Suns did this trade to get Ayton out of Phoenix because I think they were done with him. Right? I think that's what it really came down to. Like, I understand, like, Frank Vogel, their new coach, hyped him up, being like, "Oh yeah, he's
yeah.
part of this team, this and that," right? But he was
But I
just
mean, you
wasting a
have
lot
to
of
when you're a
games.
coach. When you're a
Yeah,
new coach,
exactly.
you got to say the
I
right things like that.
I think they were just done with him in general, based off of like his attitude, his effort in some of these big games that because they're trying to win a title, right?
Yeah,
The
they're
same
all in.
the same thing we could say about the Bucks having two top 10 players, so do the Suns, right? And the
Yeah,
Suns were the only team that gave the future NBA champions, the Nuggets, any trouble in the playoffs whatsoever. So
and even then, like they got smoked out in like the important ones, like because it wasn't like
yeah,
2-0 and then 2-2, and then they smoked them out to the
yeah,
next
they
two, I
lost the
think.
last two. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it went 2-2-2. So,
I feel
but
like
still,
the Nuggets just pretty much dominated. Like other than those couple losses they had, they had one loss to Minnesota and the two losses which were close to Phoenix. They
yeah,
pretty much dominated all their wins, like all their games. They swept the Lakers. They gentlemen swept the Heat. Like
yeah,
the Nuggets, I think that's still the A team because they got the camaraderie. I can't say the word, but they got the chemistry. They're coming back. It's the same. They're running it back. With the Suns, you got Bradley Beal, who's like it's a good addition, but you don't know how that's gonna mesh. You don't know how like Dame and Giannis are gonna. I mean, it's a good fit, but like it's still gonna be a new team, and
there's
then
a
there's a
big
new coach. You can't forget that.
yeah, that's right. Adrian Griffin came in to be the new Bucks head coach. So big deal. Get rid of Budenholzer though. Like they had to get
Oh
rid
my
of him.
God! I rest in
Yeah,
peace, like to his was it his brother or whatever,
yeah, his
but
brother
yeah,
passed
he was not a good coach, man.
yeah, but yeah, I think in my opinion, like the Suns got worse. I just think Aiton's a better player than what Nurkic is when he's
I
on.
can't really speak on that because like I'm not like I'm a casual viewer, but like I know like the bigger names like the Drews and the DeAndre and so like I don't really know about Nurkic. I know he was on the Trailblazers, obviously, but not too familiar with his game.
Yeah, he's in my opinion he's a worse player. I think in a lot of people's opinions he is. I think they did this partly because they were done with Ayton and because they wanted to add some more depth to this team. And I think Grayson Allen's a solid role player to add to their team, so they get him as well in this.
He's a
But
sniper too, I think, in Milwaukee, right?
yeah, he was a pretty good 3-point shooter for
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
All I remember forever embedded in my head is when they're playing the Heat and he fucking he went like jelly with the last shot when the overtime when they lost. Do you remember that?
I don't.
Oh man.
I don't.
You don't remember when it was like they were running out of clock, they're trying to get a shot off and like Grayson Allen like was dribbling trying to get a
Oh
layup.
yeah, yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
That shit was hilarious.
that was a disaster.
That was hilarious, man. That shit broke my heart watching Giannis lose like that.
Yeah. And yeah, this takes pressure off of Giannis at the end of these games. Like now it's not up to him to go out and try to get a shot because Giannis can shot create. Like he just can't.
Yeah.
That's not his game, right? But to have a guy who's this clutch, you know what I mean, known for making big shots, it's gonna help them so much. Like to me, going to this season, it's the Bucks and the Celtics are gonna be.
I feel like with that being said though, like it does put pressure on the organization because like the roster's still old and they're
Oh
all
yeah,
in now. They
I
gotta win
still
a
think
title.
this is
They
most
have to at
likely
least win one.
this is probably like a 2-year window.
Oh
I would
yeah,
say
for sure.
with
Because
this team.
after 2 years, I think Giannis is probably gonna leave.
Yeah, I think his contract's up in about 2 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so this could potentially be Giannis's last run in Milwaukee.
But if they get a title, it's worth it.
If they get a title, it's all worth it. Yeah, of
All
course.
they just need one, honestly.
I mean, they traded all those picks for Drew in the first place,
and they won.
You know?
They won
so
the title.
You
Yeah,
can't say anything about it, right? And
yeah.
he was huge in helping them win that. So
yeah, he was clutch. He was clutch.
Yeah. So, for the Miami aspect of it, yeah, I mean, everyone thought that he was going there.
People like penciled it in, and
yeah, because
I just don't think anyone wants Tyler Hero, bro. Like respectfully, respectfully, no one's trading.
I think that's really what it came down to. No one really wanted Hero, which was by far the Heat's best asset to trade. So, so for them, obviously, like I'm never going to count them out again, obviously, because they just made the finals with, you know what I mean?
Yeah. With me and you out there on the court.
Yeah, might as well be, right? But I think they're still going to be in the mix. I'm not going to fully count them out, but I think it gets to a point where you can't rely on Caleb Martin to turn to an all-star for a series like that.
At a certain point, talent matters, and the lack of talent
to me, all they've done is they haven't added anything.
They haven't
added any talent. All they've done is lose talent, and they pissed off one of their best talents in Tyler Hero. So it's going to be interesting to see how he returns to the team. You know what I mean? After pretty much being damn near traded 100 times in this offseason. So
yeah, because they lost Gabe Vincent to the Lakers, and they lost someone else. Oh, was that no? That was the Nuggets.
No, they lost what's his name, Max Strus.
There you go. Yeah,
so they lost two of their best shooters.
Yeah,
but they did add Josh Richardson, like he returned to the Heat. So like, he's not the shooter those guys are, but like he's a better defender, and you know he could do some other things that will help them. But I think overall as a team they got worse, but still like just the way they play, the way Jimmy elevates in these games, they're still going to be a real threat in the East.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
This is big time for Milwaukee, though. Yeah.
For the Bucks.
Definitely a shocker.
Yeah, I didn't think they had enough assets to get it done. I
thought
it wasn't enough, but like whatever.
Yeah, it was like a fleece, honestly. Yeah.
So, good for them. Good for Giannis, and yeah, I mean, if they don't get a title these next 2 years, man,
it's a failure.
It's a disappointment.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but yeah, let's move on to our wheelhouse now. You know, back to the
yes, sir.
So let's start with a couple of subtopics. Let's start off with Jimmy G. He was concussed in
oh, really? He was.
Game. Yeah. So he is in concussion protocol. So most likely he's not going to be playing the next game. You know what I mean? Like the guy's in concussion, like you know, he's pretty much at least 1 week, especially like after the whole Tua debacle last.
Oh yeah, that was a disaster, dude. Bad look for the league.
Yeah, I don't think if a guy suffers a concussion, like he's at least missing 1 week. So I forgot who were there. I think they're back. It's like this guy like Jaron Hall or something like that, or I forget what his name is.
Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked it up because we've been disrespectful to him like the past couple pods. We're like, yeah, the Raiders backup from preseason, but I had to look it up earlier.
But yeah, so he's most likely gonna be the starter this coming week for the Raiders.
Oh, it's not gonna be Brian Hoyer.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do have him too.
Because I thought because I remember saying like Brian Hoyer is the backup, but it should be Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
the Raiders are screwed. I've seen Hoyer fill in for the Patriots before, and like I don't know if you remember that Chiefs game that like when we had Cam
he got COVID. Dude, that was it's funny because everyone was hyped because like, oh, Cam is back because he had that big game on was it Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football? Yeah, it was on primetime, and Cam looked amazing, bro. Like he looked like like MVP Cam, and then I felt like once he got COVID, like it just fell off again, which was unfortunate.
Yeah, he just wasn't the same after that. But yeah, I think the Raiders already having a tough time.
I think they're gonna lose regardless, and now it's just gonna be worse.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we just had to bring that up. Hopefully Jimmy G's okay. Hopefully he gets back pretty soon. Concussions are no joke, obviously.
Yeah, you don't want to rush him out there either because what happened with the Tua thing was scary, man. I remember.
Yeah, yeah. So league's definitely trying to avoid another situation like that. Let's move on to saw a report earlier today that Jonathan Taylor still wants out of Indy, and Indy they're still not any.
Yeah.
Still wanting to pay him. So this opens up a possibility for a contender to trade for him. And there are a bunch of teams that could use him. Like specifically, it's most likely like the team that always gets thrown around is the Bills because they've had problems at running back for the last few years. James Cook's looked pretty decent this year.
Nah, I like James Cook though. I think he's been good.
Like Taylor would put them over the top in terms of just what they're able to do offensively.
Yeah.
But you got any like other targets potentially for Taylor that he could go to?
Honestly, I'm looking and I'm like, I don't see any team really trading for him because like the top contenders, like the Chiefs, they have Pacheco, and I think they're happy with him, and they don't want to pay. If you trade for Jonathan Taylor, they're gonna have to give up like a high second, and they're gonna have to pay him. I mean, the Browns, I could, but they're paying Nick Chubb, and I think they're fine with Jerome Ford. It's tricky, man, because like he's a good back when he's healthy, but like it's just the value, man, like the demand and supply and demand with running backs, which sucks for them because they usually just get one contract and that's it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's still something to monitor. I believe he probably
maybe the Ravens, just because like
hey, I like
they don't
actually.
All the running backs are always hurt, and he'd be electric with him and Lamar. That'd be something, man. That'd be fun.
That'd be really nice. Yeah, now to say that, I kind of want that to happen.
I say either that or Minnesota, but Minnesota's like they're not trying to win. Like I don't think they should be trying to win.
And they already didn't want to pay Dalvin. So.
Yeah, but to be fair, he's younger and I think he's a better player at this point.
He is better. But I'm just saying, I don't think it was just because he was young, like too old for them. I think it was they just don't want to pay him back a lot of money. So.
I was gonna say the Steelers, but I saw this meme was like they should trade Najee for JT, and I was like, but nobody's trading for Najee, bro. He's so slow.
Yeah, my brother's a Steelers fan, and yeah, he wants that trade to happen. He's been talking about the Johnson.
I mean, it'd be a great pickup for them because they. I think a team that's playing a rookie quarterback should try to trade for him, like on the rookie deal,
Yeah.
So you could pay him.
Afford it a lot more, yeah.
Yeah, I think him and Anthony Richardson on the Colts would be like fun, like if he were willing to come back and if they were willing to pay him. Anthony Richardson has looked good in the sample size where he's played. But it's just the concussions with him and just the injuries so far, which is unfortunate.
Right. Yeah. It seems like the situation there is like untenable. Like he sounds like he's done. They sound like they're done.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate for a guy who literally just won the rushing title 2 years ago. Like
it sucks, man. It sucks.
It's a cold world we live in.
It really is, man.
But yeah, man. Let's move on to the Jets just signed their starter, Trevor Siemian, man.
Yeah. Hey, honestly, he's honestly an upgrade, bro. He's an upgrade.
He's the best quarterback on the roster immediately.
Yeah.
It seems like they're going to still run with Zach, but
I think it's because their backup is what's his name, Tyler Boyle or something like that.
Yeah, Tim Boyle.
Tim Boyle. And I was listening to First Things First with like Chris Broussard, Nick Wright, and Kevin Wiles. And Kevin Wiles, he's hilarious, by the way. Just a random thought. But Nick Wright was like, he was saying how like Tim Boyle's only thrown he only threw like one touchdown in college, and he had like 13 picks. And I guess like they thought he was. I don't know if you want to look it up, but I guess they thought he was trolling, but he was so dead serious and so when Robert Saleh was saying, oh yeah, like Zach Wilson gives us the best chance to win, he wasn't lying because that's not ideal.
Yeah, at least Trevor Siemian started some games.
He started some games with the Saints, and he honestly wasn't. He put us in some positions to win. He had like a lot of bad luck, but in like 4 games, he had like I want to say he had like 11 touchdowns and like 3 or 4 picks, but he was pretty good with us, honestly.
Yeah, he's like a solid backup.
He's a good backup.
At this point, like we saw,
he's better than Zach
last year, right? With Mike White,
yeah.
Like, he gave that team a spark that they needed that Zach Wilson couldn't give them. Not saying that Siemian could do the same thing, but it seems like at this point that anybody's better than what Zach Wilson
It
is
feels
right
like it feels like they don't like, they're not rocking with Zach, bro. Like the team isn't, you know?
now. No, there's been some reports coming out too that the defense is starting to get
Yeah,
pissed
because like
because
they're doing
they're
their
just like,
shit and
yeah, and they're just like, if any of us were playing at this level, we'd be benched. But
yeah.
this motherfucker's still getting to play. But yeah, I mean, it's a tough situation for the Jets because clearly they're trying to protect Zach mentally. Like they don't want to lose him mentally. That's the thing. Like if Zach gets benched again, that's it. Like
Yeah,
he's done. He's not gonna ever probably suit up for the league
recover.
again. You know.
Yeah.
So I think at this point they're still holding out because they gave up so much to get him. Like they still spent the second overall pick on him. So, and I
I
think their
think
plan was like best case scenario, Rodgers plays 2 years, then
yeah,
they pick him
and
the
then
fifth,
maybe
pick him
Zach
the fifth year.
is yeah.
Yeah, and then they run with Zach, see what he gives them after that. So, but like it benching Zach pretty much gets rid of that possibility, you know.
Yeah.
So
I just
I
think
think that's
they
the only reason why they're holding back on that.
I think they didn't I think they failed Zach Wilson when they first drafted him because they didn't have a I don't even know if they had Joe Flacco at the time, but their backup I think they signed Joe Flacco later, but I'm not too
Yeah,
sure, don't quote me on that. But
I do think they had Flacco. Yeah, when they signed Zach.
but like they just named him the starter. They didn't have any other plan. And then last year they didn't have a like they just started him again. They didn't really have a plan. They had Mike White, but like you know, no one thought Mike White was gonna do what he did. Um, didn't the Jets beat the Bengals on the side note with Mike White? I think that was like 2 years ago, actually.
I think so. Now that
I
you
think they
mention it,
upset them. Yeah, it was the Super Bowl run. Like they were losing. Yeah. Anyway, but
yeah,
and then this year they were just banking on Rodgers, and they never. I guess they didn't think of the possibility he could get hurt, even though he's 40. You know, and with that O line, and they didn't invest in a good QB3, which I think they should have. You know, because like look, when you look at the Niners, they went through three quarterbacks like relatively fast. You know, they went through Trey Lance, then Jimmy G got hurt, and then they went to Brock, and then Brock got hurt. You know, so I just think it's always good to have like serviceable like veterans, and with Zach Wilson as your backup too. Like I don't think they ever wanted him to play this year. I think
no,
they wanted him
no,
to like sit the whole year, and I don't think they anticipated Rodgers getting hurt, which sucks for them. You know, like obviously no one wanted to see that, but they should have been more prepared so that Zach didn't have to play because now his confidence is probably shot. He doesn't look the same. Like you look at him in college, bro, and you look at him now, like you would think there's two different players. Like in college, he would
yeah,
let it rip. He was accurate. He was scramble. He was elusive. And like now, he's just like taking. He takes the check down. He's scared to make mistakes because he's been so poor.
yeah. And every bad thing he does, the fans start booing the shit
Bro,
out
they
of him.
hate him, bro. Like
They
it's
hate him.
bad,
It's really bad. Like New York is a bad place to play for like a struggling young
especially
quarterback.
if you suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, man. Like the Jets, like for their sake, I hope it doesn't happen. Obviously, fuck the Jets, but I'm saying for their sake, hopefully Zach Wilson turns it around.
Nah,
But
I just don't see it, man. It sucks. I think Trevor Simeon's probably gonna end up starting within the next few weeks. Like,
it's a possibility. Like I said, the whole Kirk thing is still open. The Vikings still are winless. So if they
yeah.
lose this week, if the Vikings lose this week, like it's
Honestly,
really going to start to get
they
tough for
should
them.
just do it too. If they're losing, they should just trade him because I mean I think Kirk's only on like 1 year left on his contract, right?
Yeah,
And then the Jets could they get Kirk. Then after he's done, if they want, they could bring back Rodgers, like from his
yeah.
injury. They don't
That's
have
what
the
that's
reason.
what
Like,
I think. That's what I think would happen. I think they would just run Kirk this year because, like you said, only a 1 year deal, and then just go back to Rodgers if he's healthy next year, which it seems like he's on track to be based off what the reports have said. So, but yeah, like they kind of have to do that though because
yeah,
not only for the sake of the on field product for them, but the off field shit where it's causing like
locker
players
room
not wanting to play.
drama.
Yeah,
Players
yeah.
might request
So
trades. You just never know.
you gotta fix all that shit like right now.
I think,
This
I
team's too
think,
talented to not be able to try to compete this
yeah.
year. You know.
Like they can't waste another year of this defense because like in the NFL, you could have an elite defense 1 year, and then next year, injuries or bad luck or whatever, like, people
Yeah,
leaving.
it happens all the
Grant,
time. Look at
Granted, they
Montrez.
but most of the players on the Jets, I think, are like still young and on their first contract, so
True.
those they should be fine. But you don't want to waste, their good years.
100%. 100%. But
I
yeah.
think another scenario that would be fun, but wouldn't happen would be Kyler on the Jets. I just don't think it's gonna happen because of the contract and because they still have Aaron for next year, and I don't think they want to like just kick Aaron to the curb. But
Yeah,
I think Kyler would be fun. That'd be fun.
it'd be fun. Yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
think
it's not
that's
gonna
gonna
happen.
happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
It seems like the Cardinals are still committed to Kyler too. You know, it kind of
I
everyone kind of assumed
They were
that
gonna tank for
they were
Caleb.
gonna and then just get rid of Kyler, but it kind of seems like they don't want to get rid of Kyler. Which obviously, like if Kyler's healthy, he's like a top
He's
quarterback.
good. Yeah, he's good.
Um, so I get that it's hard. Like even though Caleb Williams is projected to be,
Generational.
you never know, right?
Yeah, you really
You see
don't.
guys come in and not be good.
Like not
And
Trevor Simeon, goddamn. Like Trevor Lawrence, like obviously he's been good these past 2 years, but his first year he was a
he's
can't miss
awful.
prospect. He was awful.
Yeah, yeah. We see what bad coaching can do to a young quarterback.
Yeah,
It made him look like he didn't even belong in the NFL.
and that's kind of why I hate the like generational term because like they're like, oh, he's Trevor Lawrence can't miss, and like honestly, like if he would have had a shitty coach for like another year, you never know what would have happened to his confidence. Like he got
Exactly.
it. Like they did the smart thing and they fired fucking Urban Meyer, and then got him a real NFL coach, and then obviously he's been great since. But still, like the only quarterback that I could think of in my life, because I never watched like Elway and Peyton like in the early years, is Andrew Luck because he came into a dog shit situation and won 11 games. Like Andrew Luck was different, man.
Yeah, for real. We missed the captain.
Man, I miss that guy, man.
Yeah.
Andrew Luck, come play for the Saints, man. No, our O line he'd get him killed. I'm not gonna lie.
He's like, oh yeah, this wire retired.
Yeah,
He's like, I was tired of getting hit. Uh,
it's hilarious because as soon as the Colts got a good line, bro, Andrew Luck was like, "I'm out, man. Fuck that.
I know.
That just sucks,
Like
man."
everyone was like, dude, man, the Colts, man, they finally got a line in front of Luck. Like the Colts are gonna be different, and then like, boom.
It really breaks my heart when I think about the situation. Like, fuck, dude. Like, he really like his body was just fucked, dude. Since like all those beatings he would get the first 2 years.
Yeah, man, that shit added up. It
Yeah,
added up.
yeah, he just was done. Like, I can't blame him, honestly.
I can't. No. But yeah, man. Let's move on to. Yeah, I list this as like potential one for me. The Broncos obviously 0-3 look like a
Yeah,
complete embarrassment last week, and there's
yeah,
a
it
lot of
was gross.
smoke going on that if he doesn't play well this week, he could be replaced. So it seems like the Broncos are going downhill really, really fast right now. And so when that happens, obviously that opens up trade possibilities for some of their better young players that they have, and that's PS2, obviously, who's one of the best corners in the league.
Top three.
He got dusted last week, but
Yeah, but I mean,
he
he probably just
genuinely
gave
is one of
up.
the best.
Yeah, oh yeah. He just
Um,
gave like last week was just like why would you
and
even want to be out there?
and then Jerry Judy as well. Like obviously not on the same level of like a
Oh
PS2,
yeah, he's definitely been a
but
disappointment since his
I think Jerry
first round.
Judy can be a good number 2 receiver in the league. I don't think he's
Yeah,
number 1. Um, and the reason I bring it up is because I'm a Patriots fan and we need
this guy,
receivers.
you're sick.
Hey, bro, you're damn
He
right. I'm
he
sick.
would
We
he
haven't had
would
a good receiver in a
he'd be
long
your
time.
number one.
Oh,
He'd be your number
100%.
one. Yeah, which is
Immediately.
kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Um,
He's no Chris Olave though, but
no, he's not. He's not Chris Olave. But yeah, man. The Patriots were interested in the offseason. This is a guy I'd love to add to this team.
and there was a lot of smoke about like Sean Payton trying to trade like Judy and Sutton in the beginning of the offseason, like in the
Yeah,
offseason when he
yeah,
got there.
easily. Yeah, that and it. I mean, like I think Judy's. I want to say Judy's only got 1 year left on his contract.
I think he's on his fourth year already.
Oh yeah, that's right. So okay, I think they picked up the 5th year, so he's got
Yeah.
next year as well
Okay.
too.
Okay. Because
So
Sertan's still in his third year. He still has
yeah,
2 more years
Sertan's
at least.
2 years plus the 5th year option. So, um, yeah, like obviously, like to trade for PS2, it'd probably cost like a
Oh yeah.
first plus
All right.
maybe.
who would you
Judy.
like to see Judy go to, and then who would you want to see Sertan? I'll let you
Oh,
go first.
both of the Patriots, yeah, easily.
Like, are you realistically, bro?
Yeah. No, I think Judy to the Patriots is realistic.
No, yeah,
I
but
mean,
like Sertan's not going to the Pats, bro. They're not.
no, yeah, obviously, I was joking about that one,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but man,
For me, I would like to see him on the Cowboys. I would like to see them go all in.
yeah, they could use it too, especially with the
Yeah,
age of
especially with
the league.
Trevon's injury.
Yeah, and also Gilmore is older, and
Yeah,
he
and
could
he
only
hasn't
have
looked great.
yeah, through the first couple of weeks, and he could maybe only be like a 1 year thing for them. If they can
Yeah,
go into next season with Diggs and
that'd be
PSU as their two
filthy, dude.
corners, yeah,
That'd be filthy.
that'd be a really good thing for the Cowboys right there. But and the Cowboys are the type of team that make this type of deal. Like we saw,
Yeah.
like they traded a first round pick to get Amari Cooper.
If they did though, I think they'd have to give up this year's and probably next year's first round. I don't think he'd just go for one, especially because their pick's gonna be like in the 20s or maybe
Yeah.
30s. You know, you never
And
know.
the Cowboys were interested in one of the corners before
Uh-huh.
they drafted Micah Parsons. They did. Remember, like, what teams traded in front of him to get the corners? Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
traded,
yeah,
like PS2 and JC Horn back to
yeah,
back.
yeah.
So they
JC
did want
Horn's
one of
been
those
amazing when he's on the field, man.
Yeah.
It sucks his injuries.
Yeah, so the Cowboys were literally ready to draft this guy over Micah Parsons. So that tells you what they think about him. So
Yeah.
I guarantee you they'd be willing to do that trade right now. They
That'd be lit, man.
the
That'd be lit.
to do so.
Yeah,
Every other team, it's like we'll see. Like I think any team could use him. Any team could use a great.
oh yeah, for sure. But it's just willing if
feel
you
like
want to
they
give
would.
anything up.
I feel like a team like Jacksonville could definitely use him. Because
Oh yeah, dude,
they're
their defense.
struggling on
Yeah.
corner side of things. But yeah, teams like that, basically teams that are trying to compete right now. You know,
Yeah. I'm trying to think of where I would like to see Judy, and honestly, I'm not. I mean, I'd like to see him with like Mahomes, but they wouldn't trade in division, you know, like they wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
That wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Maybe the Giants because they could use help at wide receiver,
oh yeah, they need it.
you know. No, yeah, I'm gonna say I would like to see PS2 on the Cowboys and Judy on the Giants would be cool.
Patriots too. That'd be nice.
Yeah, we're not watching Mid Jones, little bro.
Hey, bro, anything to cover up my pain, like those
Oh
two trades
man,
would be nice.
no, yeah, that'd be lit. You know, Judy, not Judy. PS2 come play on with Marshawn, man.
He'd be the Judy, or PS2 would be the best corner on that team immediately.
Nah, I respect Marshawn. Marshawn's been locked down all year. This year he hasn't. Oh, PS2, he hasn't been better.
I don't know, man. Marshawn's, I don't know. It's kind of mid. I don't know.
You're such a troll, bro. You're gross.
Not a fan.
Yeah. You would kill to have Marshawn on your team.
We got a better corner, Christian Gonzalez.
Okay, you're just chatting, bro. All right, let's do these
You gotta
predictions.
admit, Gonzalez has looked good the first couple of
No,
weeks.
yeah, he looked good. He's looked good. He's been clamps. He's been clamps.
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of hype this year. People are saying like he's this year's Sauce.
It's playing like it. You know.
Hey, Sauce was special last year. This year I mean he's been good.
He's been good.
He hasn't looked at. Yeah, but like when you're a corner, it's harder to do like year in year out. Like that's why like the Revis, like you know his run was so special. Like corners like that, you know.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, let's move on to a week 4 picks.
All right, Thursday night football, man.
This is a good game, man.
Lions at Packers.
I'm low-key pretty excited for this game. Lions and Packers, both of them are what 2-1.
2-1, I believe. So.
So yeah, man, this is like battle of the two favorites for the NFC North right now at this point. So yeah, it's in Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time deciding.
Yeah, just looking at it, it's tough. Like Green Bay's offense didn't look good last week. They made the comeback in the fourth.
Yeah, that shit was a fluke. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But I don't know if Aaron Jones is gonna be back. I don't know. If
I think they are though. I'm leaning Green Bay just because I think they wanted to rest them for Sunday so they could play on this Thursday.
Okay, if that's the case, then I'm gonna take Green Bay for this game.
Yeah, I'm taking Green Bay. I'm banking on Watson playing, making his season debut. I'm banking on Bakhtiari being back. I'm Jair being back, and Aaron Jones. And if they're all back, which would be huge, I think the Packers will win.
Yeah, totally agree with you. The Lions defense looked pretty good last week against the Falcons, but they were facing the best quarterback
Desmond
in the
Ritter
NFC
is
South.
terrible, dude.
They were facing the best quarterback in the NFC South. He was
You're
such a
gross.
break for last
You're
week,
gross.
but, yeah.
You're gross.
Yeah. So obviously they faced shaky quarterback play last week. Jordan Love's looked a lot better than what Desmond Ritter has. So,
Yeah, granted, Jordan Love was pretty bad versus the Saints for 3 quarters. He was missing some open receivers, and footwork was looking sloppy. He turned up the fourth quarter, though, so, I mean, you got to give him his credit for that.
yeah.
Also, the Lions don't have the Saints defense either.
Yeah, that's true. You're frozen on my screen, by the way. I can still hear
Oh,
you,
shit.
but the picture's frozen. But yeah, man, I agree with you. I'm gonna go with the Packers. I think they're the better team, honestly. You could argue Love's better quarterback than Goff.
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know, man. He looks
I like
pretty good to me.
I like Goff, man. I like Goff. I like
Especially
Goff
what
more
he's
than
doing
most.
at the end of these games. Like he's making big throws, like you know what I mean, to put them in position to win these games. But I don't know. We'll see. I think the Packers do get this win though.
Yeah,
But yeah,
agree with you there.
Let's move on to the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So
this is interesting. This is a London game, I believe.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm looking at the
Yeah,
time.
it's a London game.
6:30 in the morning. Yeah, I'm not watching that.
You're sick.
I ain't getting up at 6:30 to watch the Falcons and the Jags.
Respectfully.
But both these offenses have looked shaky to say the least.
Especially Jacksonville, man.
Yeah, especially Jacksonville. The Falcons the first couple weeks looked pretty decent.
They look good running the ball, but they weren't great versus Detroit.
Right. So, yeah, man. Based off that,
I'm leaning Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville needs a get-right game, bro. And, like, the receivers, like, Trevor Lawrence has been good. Honestly, the receivers just haven't been doing what they need to do. And I think this would be a good game for them to get right, in London. Home field, it's not. But I just trust Trevor Lawrence more, honestly, and Doug Peterson.
these London games are so unpredictable. Bro, I'm having a tough time with this one.
I got Jags. I got Jags.
I'm gonna take the Jags too. I just
This
think they
guy.
need the game. They need the game. They do. They need it.
Yeah, they do. They need it.
So I mean, yeah, man. If you lose this week, then man, I don't know where your season's really going.
Especially with Houston looking sneaky. No, I'm just playing. They beat them though.
It can maybe only take like eight wins to win that division. So okay, you're not frozen anymore. All right.
I've been fine on my end, but
Yeah. But yeah, man, I think Jacksonville. This will probably be a close game to me. But I see Jacksonville winning something like
24-20.
24, yeah, 24-21, somewhere around there. But yeah, man. Let's move on to the LA Rams and the Indianapolis Colts.
I got the Rams. I think everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, buying into the hype." They just upset the Ravens. They're 2-1. They beat the Texans pretty handedly, and I just think the Rams. They got the better coach, the more proven coach. They got the more proven quarterback. They're not going to be facing Cincy's defense. Cincy's defense finally, turned up Monday night and pretty much backpacked the team. And I think this is going to be a big game for what's his name, Puka Nacua. And yeah, I got them.
Best receiver in the league.
Yeah, man. He's no Olave though.
I don't know, bro. Olave, he's got to step his game up to get to that level, I think.
Yeah, you're sick.
I don't know.
That man's played 3 games in his life, bro. Relax.
But yeah, man, I got the Rams too.
You coward.
Even if AR's back this week, I think it's gonna be the Rams. Like you said,
Yeah,
they're the better coach team, more experienced team. I think Aaron Donald's gonna give that interior of their line some trouble. I think whoever the quarterback is gonna be running a little bit. Yeah, man, I think the Rams they've looked good in all three games they played. Like they've been in all three of them. So
They look good versus Cincy on offense, but
on
but
offense,
they but they yeah, but they've been in close games all three games for sure.
yeah, so I expect this to be close though too, because I still think the Colts, especially being at home and the way Richardson's look, I think Richardson's going to give them a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Rams are going to win this game just because, like we said, experience, all that shit plays a factor. So yeah, I got the Rams. Not much to add to that.
Yeah.
It's not like a big game I'm looking forward to.
Ravens Browns. This is gonna be an interesting game, man. Ravens Browns. I'm interested to see. Deshaun looked good versus Tennessee. He finally looked, like not I won't say prime Deshaun, but he looked like a good quarterback. The Ravens just got upset at home. They kind of got hosed with the PI call, and Justin Tuck, man. I feel like they were trusting him too much. Like, I get it, it's Justin Tucker. He's one of the great kickers ever, but you can't expect him to make 60-yarders like every time. Like you can't rely on it. Like, I don't care who your kicker is. You can't rely on that. I don't know if Baltimore's gonna be healthy, man. Like I know they lost some running backs. Their O-line's been banged up. And I'm not too sure the status of the other players that, Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Williams. I'm kind of leaning Cleveland. I'm not gonna lie.
So am I, bro.
Oh my God.
Bro.
For the same reasons or what?
I was hoping you go the other way. Not even, bro. I think even if they were healthy, I'd take the Browns.
Yeah, dude, that defense is filthy.
The Ravens have struggled going to Cleveland these last couple of years. Every time they go to Cleveland, they get beat. So I don't think it's going to be any different. The Browns look like one of the best defenses in the league. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game, I think. But I think the Browns' defense is going to make just enough plays in order to win this game. I'm not even sure if Odell's going to play because he missed.
I think he's questionable.
Yeah. So yeah.
Even then, is he that much of a difference maker at this point? I mean, it's like, yeah. I don't know, man. I love Odell, but I don't know, man. I haven't been too moved by his film this year so far.
Yeah, and I hear you. I mean, he's coming off the injury, so it makes sense.
Yeah, he looked good in training camp though. Like, he was cooking some corners, man. He was making some crazy catches, but no, I got the Browns, man. I just think that defense is going to be too much, man. And
same. And they're at home. Yeah, I think the Browns are going to win this game. Pretty close. I think it's going to be something like
it'll probably be a
19-17, something like
that. It's
probably
going to be a dogfight.
Low scoring. Dogfight in the dog pound,
Yes, sir.
It's going to go for them. Let's move on to Vikings and Panthers. And, I mean, I don't know, man.
I feel like
I'm not really looking forward to this. The only subtopic to this game, potential Adam Thielen revenge game. Outside of that, not much to look forward to.
This game is. It looks pretty. It's an 0-3 and 0-3, bro. But I think the Vikings are just a better team, honestly. I trust them to move the ball. Trust Jettas to do what he does. Addison, I mean, I feel like him and Jettas will have good games. Kirk Cousins is going to be good. He's always good, always solid. I don't know if Bryce is going to play. Even if he is, the Panthers receivers have no juice. They're all very mid. I mean, I used to like DJ Chark, but if he's he had a touchdown. He had a touchdown versus Seattle.
Okay, good for
him. he was. Hey, he's a 1,000-yard receiver. Respect him, bro. With the Jags, bro. Respect him. But I got the Vikings.
Yeah, that one Gardner year. Yeah, he had 1,000. I remember that. But the Vikings. Listen, if they don't win this game, they're fucked. Absolutely.
I feel like they're fucked regardless.
You can't lose to the Panthers. The Vikings had a very winnable game last week against the Chargers. They just kind of lost it in the end, with that.
But to be fair, the Chargers are a much more talented team than Panthers.
That's true. They're not going to be facing a quarterback like Justin Herbert, who absolutely shredded their defense last week. But yeah, man, that's for all those reasons. Yeah, the Vikings should win, and if they don't, oh, you best believe that the Kirk Cousins trade talks are going to start. You best believe that's going to happen. So, because like we already know what's going to happen with the Jets game. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but we already know
Yeah.
the Jets are going to get their fucking
Oh yeah.
asshole taken by the
Oh
Chiefs
man.
this week.
Whoa.
But yeah,
Hassle taking
uh,
is crazy.
it's the truth, bro. Like they're already laughing
Yeah.
at him. Like, so yeah, man. The Vikings, this is a must win. You're 0-3, 0-4. There's no shot. You're not making the playoffs. You're 0-4.
Yeah. Even
Absolutely
at
not
0-3,
in
it's
the
highly
league.
unlikely. But
Yeah. So yeah, I think the Vikings win this game. I think it's gonna be pretty handily too. I think they're gonna beat the
yeah, I feel like
Vikings.
this is a get right game for them.
Yeah, this is yeah. They need to
And if
get
Brian Flores
this one
can't
done.
scheme up a defense to stop these receivers and whatever quarterback, then it's not ideal. They're
Yeah.
screwed regardless.
All right, man. Let's move on to your domain. Let's move on.
Damn, man.
Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. You go ahead and start off,
My
man.
my heart says Joe Burrow is gonna get it done like he did last year with no Jamar Chase. Only had T. Higgins. Like in the playoffs versus Tennessee. No timeouts, drives them downfield. I think the Titans are gonna win, man. I just think Burrow
Wow.
didn't Burrow didn't look good, man. Like he's still hurt. I think they should have sat him. I think they probably could have won with Jake Browning. Like honestly, the way Burrow played, they could have won. It was very plausible. Um, I'm scared for Burrow, man. The Tennessee D line, Jeffrey Simmons, man, he'll get after it. The only thing is Tennessee's secondary, other than Byard and I think Monty Hooker, or I'm not sure who the safety is. The corners are they're food. But I don't know if Burrow's gonna be able to get on the ball. So I just trust. Ah man, I don't know. I'm like thinking about it. Like I could see it going. You know what? I'm flipping. I got Joe Burrow, man. I'm gonna trust that he's gonna. If he's not healthy enough to play, then they'll put Browning in. But I think this is a winnable game, bro. This is a must-win game, honestly. Like 1-3 is still not great. So I'm gonna go with
No.
that. They got to get the ball out quick. They got to run the ball. They got to keep the yardage short. I got the Bengals, man. I got the Bengals. I'm changing my pick. I got Bengals.
I got the Bengals too.
This guy, you
We're
sick of me,
we're
bro.
in
Ugh.
we're in agreement on everything so far, but yeah, man. Yeah, the Titans. What they have like 96 yards of offense last week. I
They,
understand
they
they're
haven't
facing the Browns,
they
but
haven't been good though. Yeah, they've been bad.
but yeah, man, the offense looked like a complete joke.
Other than the
The first
Chargers
2
game,
weeks.
yeah,
Yeah, and everybody could score on the Chargers.
yeah, that's what I'm
So,
saying.
um,
And Bengals
yeah, man.
defense turned up, man. They finally got it. They finally got it turned. They turned up on Monday.
Burrow made some comments earlier today, basically saying like he feels like this is something he can play through and get healthy as he goes along week to
Uh-huh.
week. I hope he's, I hope he's
Yeah,
right.
right.
I hope he's
Yeah,
not just saying what he needs to say to play.
yeah.
I'm still kind of wary on
I'm scared. Yeah,
the
like
potential bad injury that could come from this.
not even just from the calf, bro. Just from like getting hit and like not being able to move. Like you got to worry
Yeah,
about that too.
yeah, he couldn't move last week. He was pretty much
It was
stationary.
bad, dude. It was really bad.
Every time he tried to move, he looked like Tom Brady, trying to roll out of the pocket. So yeah, but yeah, I think the Bengals are gonna win this game, man. Like they're just the better team overall, top to bottom. So this should. I understand the offense didn't look good last week, but I think as it goes, they're gonna get better, And the Titans' defense is not that good either. So yeah, man, I think the Bengals win this game decently handily. I think coming out of this week, you and other Bengals fans will feel a lot better about Joe Burrow.
You and other Bengals fans is crazy. It's funny because I'm not a Bengals fan. That's my guy Burrow and Chase, man.
Yeah, but yeah, man, Bengals win this game. Like,
Yeah, hopefully, man.
Can't start off
Hopefully.
1-3. Can't start off 1-3. This is a must win for them, so I think they'll get it.
All right, this
Move
one,
on.
man.
Your second domain, Tampa Bay versus the Saints.
So
Yeah,
it's looking like Carr might not play. Like he's saying like it's pain tolerance, but I just think that's like kind of smoke, keep them on their toes. And if Jameis is playing, yeah, you saw what Jameis did last year against Tampa, man. He was throwing some back-breaking picks, bro. Like it was a close game, and then he just started, letting loose. And honestly, breaks my heart to say this. Hope I'm wrong. I got Tampa winning. I just think that D line is gonna destroy our O line, and I think Baker, as long as he's upright, he's proven to be a solid quarterback in the league. Um, I mean, Marshawn's gonna do what he does. He's gonna clamp Mike Evans like always. I think it's gonna be a really close game, but I just don't trust Jameis, man. I think when it comes down to it, Jameis is not good at taking like what the defense gives him, and if he's gonna try to have a revenge game, it's not gonna go in his favor. So I got the Bucks winning, unfortunately, but yeah, let's say you.
I hear you on all your points. This is a Jameis revenge game. But like, is he gonna try to do too much because of that? Like, because he wants to try to prove to beat his former team. And he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm going Superman today, and start just throwing bombs up to Chris Olave that get picked or whatever. But yeah, man, I think the Saints are gonna win this game.
Hey, respect.
Saints are at home. They're a better defense. I think everything you said about them getting after Jameis, I think is the same with the Saints D line getting after Baker. And,
Yeah,
no offense to Baker, but I kind of trust Jameis more.
that's crazy.
In that situation.
Yeah,
So
we do
I
get
guess,
Kamara back too.
yeah, and I think look for Olave to have a big game. Look for Olave to have another big game.
Yeah, that's secondary food, my friend.
And, yeah, Alvin Kamara's back too. You got to remember that. Like fresh off his
Suspension.
we know he likes to beat people up. So
Hey, man,
he's gonna be
don't call him out his name, right? Respect Kamara.
he's gonna be beating up on the Bucks defense this week. I think.
I hope so.
Yeah, they might try to ease him in a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But I think he'll probably get something like maybe 40 snaps, something like that, and I think he'll do his thing. But yeah, man, the Saints are a better team to me. They should have won the game last week.
We should have, man.
Should be 3-0. The Bucks got absolutely smoked last week, obviously against the Eagles, but
Yeah, it's one of the better
I think they're
rosters.
starting to come back down to earth a little bit. It's going to be low scoring.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be like a defensive game.
This could go either way, but I'm going to give the Saints the advantage since they're at home and they have a better defense. So I got the Saints probably win something like 20-14. But yeah, man, 3-1, your boys, man.
Man, who that, baby? I hope I'm wrong, man. I hope I'm wrong, but I can't be picking them to go 17-0.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Let's move on to probably the game of the week.
This is gonna be fun. So this is your division rivals, man. Dolphins at Bills. Materia, who you got and why?
I got Buffalo winning this game.
Oh shit.
Buffalo winning this game. Yeah. The Dolphins. We saw how exploitable their defense can be in Week 1 against the Chargers. I expect Josh Allen, as long as he doesn't do anything stupid, you know what I mean? And that's
which is a big
with him.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to protect the ball, and I think the Bills are going to win this game. We don't know if they're getting Waddle back this week or not. I definitely think they're going to need him for this matchup, 100%. Mike McDaniel's one of the best play callers in the league. It's established now, So this is going to be a high scoring game to me. This is going to be a shootout. This is going to be something like I'm going to pick the Bills to win though, just because I trust their defense more and they're at home. I'm going to pick the Bills to win this game, probably like 34 to 31, something like that. Maybe like a game winning field goal to win this game. I think this is going to be the game of the week to me. Potential AFC Championship preview.
Maybe. No, who knows?
So, yeah, man, what about you? What do you think?
I'm going to go with Dolphins, man. I think they're riding, now I'm going to go with Dolphins. They're riding high off that domination game versus Denver. Tua looked amazing without Jalen. He looked great. And if you get him back, you're just adding more. They got the run game going versus Denver. And, I love Josh Allen. He's top 4 to me, top 3. But, if you take away Stephon, you trust Gabe Davis, you don't know.
You're right. There's questions outside of Diggs.
Now I'm thinking about it. They have been running the ball well, and the Dolphins, they did give up a lot to LA, running the ball. But Nah, I think this is gonna be a high scoring game, and I think Josh Allen's gonna press, and he's gonna like try to Superman like he's done, and he's capable of doing it, but he's also capable of throwing 3 picks like on Monday night. But
Yep.
I for sure think they'll split this year, but I'm gonna go with Miami. I trust. I think Tua is playing great ball, man. His confidence at all time high. He's spreading the ball. There's the offense is clicking right now, and we'll see. I got Miami.
Yeah, man. Either way, it's going to be an entertaining game. I don't see any way it's not. So for the fans, this is a great
So
game.
it's a W for everyone.
Yeah, no matter what happens, and plus a division rival for me loses, so
Yeah,
I can't say anything.
yeah. But if Miami goes undefeated or stays undefeated, not great.
Yeah, I'm not picking that to happen, so I'm
Mm.
not going to worry about that.
Okay, buddy.
But we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see for
I
sure.
don't know. Part of me just has like a hard time seeing Miami starting off 4-0. I know they did it last year.
Yeah.
But, I just don't see
And they beat the Bills last year, but it was in Miami. It was in Miami.
Yeah, I think the Bills are going to win this. But all right, we go from the best game of the week to most likely the worst.
The funniest game. No, this is the funniest game. I think the Vikings and Panthers is going to be the worst game. I think this is going to be a funny game.
Broncos and Bears, and yeah, man, these were the two most embarrassing teams of last week. Well, they're the two most embarrassing teams of the season.
Period.
So yeah, this basically is just a game of who sucks less.
I think,
And
I think it's pretty obvious.
yeah, I think the Broncos suck less than the Bears.
Yeah.
The Broncos have at least been in a couple of these games, unlike the Bears. Justin Fields, I don't know, man. He's just not good. I don't know whether it's just. I'm not going to put it all on him. I think the coaching still sucks. I think the O-line still sucks.
His confidence is just not there either,
Yeah,
man. He's not ripping
You
it.
can see it. Yeah, he's thinking too much out there, and I think that's going to continue this week. The Broncos' defense is definitely exploitable, but I don't know if Fields is the guy to
Yeah.
exploiting.
And
Right, like he completes like 11 passes a game. It's something like it's like high school shit, bro. Like, I think this is an absolute must win for the Broncos. If the Broncos lose this game, Russ might be gone. Like, for all we know,
Sean Payton's fired. No, I'm just playing. But no, yeah,
You wish,
it's bad.
but
Oh, that guy's a fraud, bro. We don't want him.
You wish, but yeah, they're obviously going to keep a hold of Sean because of what they just gave up for him. But Russ, that's a whole different story. And if he loses to the Bears and he plays bad while doing so, man, like it's gonna be Jarrett Stidham time, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this game's gonna suck. I think the Broncos are gonna win something like 24 to 13.
No, I think it's gonna be I think it's Broncos by a lot. I think Denver they've been good on offense, man. I don't think offense has been the problem. Defensively, that's where they've struggled. I think Russ has looked fine, honestly. I mean, obviously last week they got blown out, but when you're down by, fucking 40, like this game's over. But yeah, I don't trust Justin Fields, bro. I don't trust him at all. I don't trust the coaching. I think Denver rolls, bro. Probably like 38-17, something like that. Maybe 38-14. Yeah, I don't see Chicago like doing anything.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, I have a little bit less confidence in the Broncos offense, so that's why I'm not.
I just trust Sean and Russ more, man.
But yeah, like they put together a couple nice drives, but their offense hasn't been consistent. Like that's
Yeah.
You see some flashes of improvement, but then you see other moments where it kind of looks like their offense did last year.
Maybe 38 was strong, like 31.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, man. Let's move on to the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Man.
Yeah, man. Your boy Sam Howell's legacy took a big hit last week.
Yeah, legacy is on the decline, I fear.
But yeah, man. This was the Eagles' loss. What the only legit regular season game the Eagles lost last year was the Commanders. That game on Monday night.
With Taylor Heineke.
Yeah, Taylor Heineke, he balled out in that game. So
Washington legend.
We'll see if your boy Sam Howell could repeat some of that same magic.
Yeah.
But based off last week's, I don't got a lot of confidence in that. So I'm pick the Eagles to win this game. I think it's gonna be a blowout.
Man, blowout is strong.
I don't think. Here's the thing, man. I just don't think the Commanders are that good. I think their secondary is shaky. Their D line's obviously good, and I think their weapons are good. But their quarterback worries me, and their secondary worries me. And against the Eagles, that's a bad combination. I think the Eagles started to kind of pick up their offense last week. I think they're going to continue that this week. I think they're going to win something like 31-14, and yeah, they're going
Eesh.
to move on to 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as yeah. I gotta agree with you there. I think Philly they got it clicking, man, and Sam Howell he just holds on to the ball too long, and versus that D line in Philly, you can't do that, man. It's gonna be a lot of problems. I think this is. I think people are gonna be, oh, Commanders won last year, but I think Philly wins pretty handily,
Yeah,
probably like
and
28-20.
a lot of shit went wrong for Philly in that game too.
Yeah, they had
For the
like some
Commanders
bad
that
luck
way.
with the
Yeah,
turnovers.
some really
Yeah,
bad luck. So yeah, I don't expect a repeat performance of that. Philly's clearly the better team. They should win this game, no issue to me. Um, but yeah, let's move on to the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Um, I mean, it's not the most interesting game of the week,
yeah,
I'll say. Um, I mean, for CJ Stroud fans, like this is like,
like myself.
yeah, but I think the Steelers are going to win this game.
Yeah, me
I
too.
think I think uh, the Texans O line is still a weak point of that roster, and
And
I think
TJ.
Stroud's going to be T.J. Watt is the best edge rusher in the league to me. So if I don't know who their right tackle is, but he's going to have a long day against T.J. Watt. So I think Stroud's going to face the most pressure he's faced, in his young career so far, and I think that's going to really affect what their offense looks like. Steelers' defense has been pretty good overall, outside of the first week against
Yeah,
San Francisco, obviously, but that was just kind of like a mismatch. I don't think the Texans got that level. Like I low key like what the Texans have on offense though.
yeah, they're
Like
building something.
Nico Collins and
Tank
Tank Dell. Yeah, I like those
Damian
two
Pierce is
guys.
good running back, and I think they
Yeah,
have Schultz, a tight end, right? Dalton
yeah,
Schultz.
yeah. They got Schultz, and they haven't got John Mechie going yet. But
Yeah,
I
they
think
got they got some players, man. They got some cool
as the
players.
season goes, I think they'll get him going more. But I don't think it's going to start this week. I think we've seen how young quarterbacks can struggle against, constant pressure, and that's what
Yeah,
the Steelers do. That's how the Steelers win games, is by getting pressure, forcing the other team to make mistakes. And I think Stroud, even though I think he's probably the favorite for Rookie of the Year, I think he probably is going to win it. I think this
uh,
is going to kind of be like his one of the bad games that he
yeah,
had
yeah.
in his rookie season.
His first like
Um,
really bad game on his
yeah,
resume so far.
so yeah, I got the Steelers winning this game, and I think they'll be able to exploit the Texans defense a little bit too, because I don't think they're that great on that end
Yeah,
as well. And Stingley's on IR as well,
yeah, that sucks, man.
so that's a huge loss for them. So yeah, I think the Steelers are going to score a decent amount of points in this game. I think the Steelers are going to win something like 27-17, something like that. But what say you, man?
Yeah, I pretty much don't have much to add. I got the Steelers winning. I just, trust that defense to stop the Texans. I know Houston's off coming like in high off a win at Jacksonville. They beat
Yeah,
them, and I think this is like a little reality check for them. I think Pickett will have a good game, man, and yeah, I got like TJ Watt's gonna. I think he's gonna dominate this game.
yeah, we're in agreement. We're in agreement for almost all of these, man.
Yeah, we only got two. I'm hoping I'm wrong on one of them.
But yeah, man, I got let's move on to what is that?
I feel like
Raiders
this
and
one will be quick
Chargers.
too.
Yeah, yeah, like we talked about, Aiden O'Connell is the backup. Brian Orr's probably gonna be the starter. The Chargers, they got to win this game. Man. Like I think they'll win, just because the Raiders. I don't think they're gonna be able to keep up offensively with the Chargers. The Chargers
Yeah,
did lose Mike Williams, as we talked about
yeah,
before,
sucks, man.
which was a big loss for them. But Herbert's just too good. Like I feel like with anybody, he's gonna put up some points. They're gonna move the ball. Their offense never been the question. It's their defense.
Yeah,
But
their defense has
with
been dog shit.
who the quarterback's going to be on the other side, I don't see the Raiders scoring a lot of points.
Yeah, even with Jimmy G, I just don't think he's outdueling Herbert.
Yeah, of course not. So, Chargers are at home technically, even though they
It's gonna be a
really
Raider
haven't.
fan game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
gonna be
gonna
a
be a
lot of
Raider.
it's
It's a
gonna be
Raiders home
mostly
game.
yeah, but Chargers should win this game in my opinion. They're the better team, so yeah, Chargers should win this game pretty handily.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick them to win like 28 to like 14, if
Yeah.
not 28-13 probably actually. I just don't think the Raiders are gonna be able to move the ball with their quarterback play.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, yeah, not much.
Nothing much that. Nothing much that.
Okay, I got you. Let's move on to Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Now, if
I
you
think
asked
we're
me a couple weeks ago, like, oh, man, I'd probably predicted like a 40-point blowout. But the Cardinals have looked pretty decent. I got to give them credit for that. They beat the Cowboys last week, and they should have beat the Giants the week before that.
They should have. They should have beat Washington.
Yeah, well, that's not
They
that
could.
hard, but yeah. But,
They could. Okay, respect Sam Howell, bro. They could be 3-0, which is hilarious if you think about it.
It is pretty crazy to think about. But I think they're going to come back down to earth this week
Yeah.
in a big way. I think the Niners are going to absolutely dominate this game.
Yeah.
I just don't think the Cardinals are going to be able to move the ball against this Niners defense. The Niners are at home. Like, Brock's look really, really good so far to start the season. I just don't see the Cardinals.
Yeah, I don't see the talent. Like, the talent gap is Grand Canyon size with Cardinals and Niners. I think Brock Purdy's gonna have a get right. I mean, he didn't have a bad game last week, but he was missing some throws. I think that extra couple days off, he's gonna look better. They're gonna look sharp. They're on extra rest. They got the better roster, better coach. Better team. And I got Niners by a lot. Probably like 31-17, something like that. I feel like maybe it'll be close for a quarter or two, but then, San Francisco's just going to outplay them.
Totally agree. Niners just, in my opinion, the best team in the league.
I think it's the Dolphins right now. I got the Dolphins.
We'll see, because offensively, I agree, but defensively, I still think they're a question mark. The Niners are complete top to bottom.
Yeah. And they should be getting Ayuk back, too, this week.
That's true. So that doesn't help the Cardinals' chances at all. But
yeah.
All right, let's just get this one out of the way.
Oh, man, this is going to be a snoozer.
Yeah, man, Patriots and Cowboys. Yeah, man, I would say the Patriots continuously disappoint me, continuously make my life harder than it needs to be. Yeah, man, I don't see any way the Patriots win this game. I don't. I think Dallas is going to be motivated to win this game, especially off the disappointment they had last week. They're at home. I think the Patriots O-line is shaky. I think the Cowboys are going to be in Mac Jones' face all game long. They lost Trayvon Diggs, so in theory, you would hope that the Patriots could be able to do something offensively because
but they don't have the weapons to do it.
They just don't. Yeah, they just don't have it. That's why I advocated for the Judy trade as much as I have. But yeah, man, I got the Cowboys winning this game as much as it hurts me to say. Yeah, the Patriots continuously, they start off, every time they face a good team with a good quarterback, like the Cowboys, they start off and they dig themselves into a big hole. And I guarantee you that's how it's going to start. Mac Jones is going to throw
Stephon Gilmore revenge game?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, he already had it, actually, because, like, when he got traded to, I think it was Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Traded him, he picked off Mac Jones the
wow.
after. So, yeah, don't be sorry Mac Jones gets picked off by Stephon Gilmore this week. I'm not putting it all on Mac Jones, but I don't know.
He doesn't have the talent, man. He doesn't.
It's that, but it also gets to a point. It's like, man, like you need to make a big throw, like at a big moment, man. And I just feel like we've never seen that from him ever. And
I feel like in his rookie year, man, he dueled with. He dueled with Tom Brady for sure. And then I think they dueled with Cal. I felt like Mac Jones had some big games his rookie year, and then after the Colts loss, I feel like it's just been downhill since.
It has 100%. They got a losing record since that game. So.
And then I don't know, like maybe I'm looking in too deep into it. Like when that Bills game where they won, they only threw it like was it 3 times? Like I don't know. I feel like that kind of just like killed his confidence. I don't know.
I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think he cares about that game. I think it's just it's a combination of a bunch of things.
No
Just
weapons. He's not
coaching.
as talented. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm saying quarterbacks like Mac Jones need elite run after catch receivers. Like we see with Brock. I think Brock and Mac Jones are kind of like around the same level of quarterback. Like it's hard to see right now because Brock's obviously in this situation. Mac isn't, but we see how easy it looks for him. You know what I mean? Just be able to throw a screen and a guy take it 30 yards. The
Yeah.
Patriots could never even hope to have a guy on offense to do that. So, yeah, the Cowboys should win this game, especially off the disappointment. Maybe if the Cowboys had won last week, I would maybe feel a little bit differently about it. But I don't see I think the Cowboys are going to take this game really seriously this coming up week.
Yeah. This is a get right game.
Can't drop two straight. So yeah, I got the Cowboys winning this game.
Yeah, pretty much agree. I pretty much think Micah's gonna dominate. Stephon will probably have a good game because I mean those receivers aren't great in New England. They're home. They just came off an embarrassing L. Teams that come off bad L's usually bounce back the next week and come out fighting. So I got Cowboys, man.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to Zach Wilson's funeral.
Uh,
This is
I got the Jets, man. Trevor Siemian. No, I'm playing. I don't have much to say, honestly. This is gonna get nasty.
yeah. In my opinion, this is going to be Zach Wilson's last game as
Yeah,
Jets quarterback.
probably ever,
Yeah,
respectfully.
potentially ever. The Chiefs are going to dominate this game. Like let's
Yeah.
just call it what it is. The Jets can't keep up with them. The Chiefs defense look good. Like
Oh yeah, they're good this year.
last couple of years they've been bad. You know, like that was kind of like their MO was like the great offense, bad defense. But their defense has really stepped up, especially in some of these big games. They've stepped up. Like when they needed stops, they got stops.
Yeah.
And the Jets can't move the ball because who their quarterback is. So
Not
yeah,
ideal.
it's going to be a huge beatdown.
This would have been so fun with Rodgers, bro.
This sucks. Yes, we already talked about it week one. The fact that we were
Never seen Rodgers Mahomes
in matchup. This would have been such a hype game if those two had been playing. But now it's just going to turn to like, oh yeah, Taylor Swift's going to be at the game too. So,
oh man,
this is mostly we're over under 5 cutaways to Taylor Swift during this game. I'm taking the over.
Yeah,
I think this game is going to be
a blowout
by halftime, most likely.
I think
I think the Jets' defense is not going to be motivated. I think obviously they're good, but it's like, damn, bro, you're just on the field all day, and you're facing Mahomes. It's just too much to overcome.
I think the Jets are gonna come out on defense and they're gonna probably get a couple stops, and then the offense is either gonna turn it over or not do shit, and then the defense is gonna quit on Zach, and then from there I think it's gonna be a blowout. I got the Chiefs. I mean, it's Mahomes, man. He's the greatest, bro. They're gonna win handily.
I disagree with that last comment, but yes.
Mahomes is greater than Brady, but it's okay. You'll see it soon. I'm just a couple years ahead of the curve, but no worries.
But
Okay.
yeah, man. This has a potential to be like rock bottom for the Jets. Like just in terms of the way Jets.
41-10.
Yeah, I'm saying like Jets fans. I don't think any Jet fan is going to this game expecting to win, but just like how depressing it's going to be. This is, in my opinion, it's
On Sunday night.
Like on Sunday night in prime time, right? And the only reason why you got this game in the first place
because you had Rodgers,
your quarterback. Yeah, like if this game was taking place in week 11, this would have been flexed. It would have been
1,000%.
The only reason why it hasn't been flexed because it was too
bro. And you know what's fucked up, bro? They had it week 4 just in case Rodgers got injured. They're like, let's get it out the way early.
Yeah,
and he didn't make it. So sad.
It is. So yeah, man, I think this is going to be one of those games similar to like the butt fumble game. From like 2012
yeah, with
Mark
Sanchez,
and you just feel absolutely nothing positive moving forward with this team. You're basically like, I think coming out of this game, the Jets are going to realize that they have to move on for Wilson for the.
I feel like they should have known this though.
Just for the fucking mental health of their team, honestly, these guys are probably like losing their mind that this guy's still the quarterback. Because we saw it last year, they were pissed that he was the quarterback, and
they had like Mike White shirts, bro. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. So it's like, man, this is gonna be ugly. This is gonna be a very depressing scene for Jets fans. But yeah, man, not much to say. it's Zach Wilson's funeral to me. Like I think
Yeah.
this is the last game. But yeah, man. Let's move
Last
on
game of the
to
week.
last game of the week, Monday Night Football, Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. I'm gonna let
I'll
you
go
go first.
first. Okay.
Yeah, you go first.
I have not been moved at all by the Giants, man. Honestly, like that week two comeback was cute, but they got absolutely smoked by San Fran. Darren Waller was terrible. Receivers are mid as the day is long.
For
Um,
real.
Daniel Jones still doesn't have any real weapons. I'm not sure if Saquon's going to be back, and if he is he going to be?
He's
No, he's
not.
not. He's
No,
not.
no, he's gonna be out
Uh,
for at least a couple more weeks.
yeah, I got Seattle, man. I just trust Geno. Geno's been good. I told you he was good. Top 13 in the league, top 12. He's more closer to 15 than 10, but he's a good quarterback. Um, yeah, I think Seahawks win, man. I just think they're the better team.
I agree with you. I don't
This
think it's
guy,
gonna
bro.
be close. Hey man, what can I say?
Yeah,
But yeah, man, I'm not impressed with the Giants at all to start off this season. They're out their best weapon. Even in the win that they had against the Cardinals, like we said, like it was took an all time comeback, right?
yeah.
So
Even the best weapon part is crazy because he's a running back, and like
yeah,
how successful can you be with the running back being your best weapon? You know?
yeah, exactly. So that tells you a lot right there too. So yeah, man, got to give it up to Gino. He's looked great, and
Geno,
I
baby.
think I think he's gonna look good this week as well. I think the Seattle offense is very good. I don't think
Yeah,
the
it's
Giants
good,
can
man.
keep up with them. So yeah, man, I got the Seahawks winning this game. Not interested in this game whatsoever, though. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
a lot of these
I
games
think
are like kind of mid, you know.
yeah, a lot of these games are mid, but it kind of makes up with it by having like the
Bills,
Bills and those
Dolphins.
Bills Dolphins. I mean, so yeah,
Yeah, Chiefs and Jet. Not just playing.
that's gonna be fun for me to watch because I hate the Jets. But
What if they
man,
win?
if the Jets win,
Yeah, what if the Jets win?
fuck man, like
Mahomes got
Mahomes got
kidnapped.
hurt. Mahomes got hurt.
Andy Reid got COVID. Travis
Yeah,
Kelsey got abducted by Swifties, and aliens
yeah,
abducted Chris Jones. And then we'll talk.
all that shit. Like, yeah, outside of Mahomes' injury, they're not winning this game.
Yeah,
That's
probably.
where I look at it.
Even with Mahomes out, which knock on wood, hope that doesn't happen. I don't think though. I think it's Blaine Gabbert. Is he the backup now?
He might be. I don't even
I
know who
think
the
he
other
is.
backup
Yeah, I
is.
think they win. But you
So
want to go down the line and just say them for a clip?
yeah, let's do it.
You know what I'm talking about this time, right? Last
Yes,
time you
sir. I'll make it into like four videos or 5 videos clip
make it like
clips.
two, like two.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You want me to read them and then we'll both say the predictions, or you'll read it?
You go. Yeah, you read
Okay. All right. First game up, Lions at Packers. I got the Packers.
it. Yes, sir. Me too. Got the Packers. Better team. Should win this game. To me, the better team.
Yeah. Falcons at Jaguars. At Jaguars, it's in London.
It's in London. Low-key a Jags home game because like
Yeah,
they're
I
the
got.
team that kind of always plays
Yeah,
in
it's
London.
because they sucked. So yeah, I
Yeah,
got Jaguars.
yeah. I got the Jaguars too. I think they just need this game. Like if they go down to like what 1-3, that's what they'd be.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah.
All right. Next game up, Rams at Colts. I got LA.
Me too. I got LA. More experienced team. They should win this game no matter who the quarterback is for the Colts.
All right, Ravens at Browns.
Got the Browns. I think that their defense is elite, man, and the Ravens always struggle going to Cleveland historically
Yeah,
the last couple of
I got
years.
I got the Browns too. I just think that defense is elite, and Deshaun looked good last week, so let's see if he builds on it. Next game up, Vikings at Panthers.
I got the Vikings. Yeah, the Vikings are the better team to me, even though they're 0-3. Um, yeah, it's a must-win game for them. They should. This is a game they should easily win, man. Like we're being
Yeah,
honest. Like the
yeah,
Panthers should have no answer to their offense.
yeah. I got the Vikings. I just think they've been in most. I think all their games they've been in, and they've just came down to the wire, and I think they finally get over the hump. Next game up, Bengals at Titans.
Got the Bengals. Yeah, Must win for the Bengals. Can't start off 1-3.
Yeah.
They're the better team. They should win this game, even with Burrow. I think Burrow will. You know, what I mean, I think he'll look better than he did last week. You know, what I mean, he's got at least like a week to heal up. Like, should be a little bit better.
Yeah. I got the Bengals as well. All right, next game up. Bucks at Saints. This is one of the only ones we disagree on.
Yeah, man, I got the Saints. They're the better defense. They're at home. They should win this game, right? Coming off the letdown last week, I think the Saints are going to be motivated to get the win this week. Jameis revenge game, by the way, too. So, yeah, all those factors.
Yeah, I got the Bucks. I just think that defense is gonna defensive line for Tampa is gonna kill New Orleans, and their O-line has not been great at all. Next game up, game of the week. Dolphins at Bills.
Yeah, man, I got the Bills. I don't see the Dolphins starting off 4-0. Their offense look great. I think their defense could still be exploited, though, and I think it will be by the Bills. Bills are at home. Yeah, I got the Bills winning this game.
Yeah, I got the Dolphins. Tua's been amazing this year. The Bills defense has been good, but I just think Tyreek's too much. You know, maybe get Jalen Waddle back. The run games look great. I got Miami.
All right.
Next game up, worst game of the year candidate, Broncos at Bears.
Yeah, the Broncos just suck less, so I'll take them.
Yeah, respectfully.
They're an NFL team. So, yeah, I got Broncos winning this game. If they lose, then Russ might be out. So,
yeah,
like, that's another.
Even if it's not his fault, they're looking at excuses to get him out. I got the Broncos, though.
That is true.
Yeah. I got the Broncos. Next game up, Commanders at Eagles.
Yeah, man, I got the Eagles. Obviously,
yeah.
That you know,
Sam Howell shit was cool, but it might be over. I fear.
Sam Howell got exposed last week. Yeah, I think the Eagles should win this game pretty easily.
All right, next game up, Steelers at Texans. I got the Steelers.
Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, I got the Steelers. I think Stroud's going to get pressured all game, and I think that's going to affect them. The Steelers, I think, will do just enough offensively in order to win this game. So, yeah, I got the Steelers.
Yeah. Next game up, Raiders at Chargers. Basically a Raiders home game.
Yeah, I got the Chargers. Garoppolo, even if he was playing, I don't think could keep up with this offense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if it's going to be...
Herbert's too good, man. Herbert's too good.
Herbert's unreal. So, Chargers should win this game, even though they never have a home game. But, yeah.
Next game up, Cardinals at 49ers.
49ers, easily. Not much
to say.
Like,
not much to say. That Cardinals shit was cute, but, yeah, it's just not happening again.
Yeah, talent gap's just too big.
Talent gap too big. So, Pats at Cowboys.
I mean, yeah, you can say that too for this game.
Cowboys.
Yeah, man, Cowboys. It hurts me to say it, but yeah, I got the Cowboys winning. Patriots don't win against good teams. They never do.
Cowboys get back, bro. They gotta get their get back. Not again, just bounce back. I mean, Sunday Night Football, Chiefs at Jets.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be one of the biggest beatdowns of the week. This is gonna be
probably
the most depressed the Jets fans have felt in years after this game. So yeah, Chiefs winning this one easily. It's gonna be a Taylor Swift concert by the end of it, just like last week was.
Unless Mahomes gets abducted by aliens, I got the Chiefs winning. And even then, Blaine Gabbert would probably beat them. I think that's their backup. And last game of the week, Seattle at New York Giants.
Yeah, pretty boring game for me, but I think Seattle's a better team.
Yeah, I think Seattle.
Game. Yeah.
All right, then that is it. And then, I'll probably clip that into probably 4. That was a little longer than I thought, but yeah. It's pretty long.
But yeah, man.
All right, man.
Yeah,
that's a show.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all on you want to do Thursday night post game tomorrow?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah,
probably something quick. Yeah, and if any news happens, we could talk about that too.
Yeah,
we'll see.
That. But yeah, catch y'all on the next one. Have a good one.